my name is Mavi. Today I want to share with you this holiday look since the holidays are around the corner. So if this is something that you're interested, keep on watching. I was thinking about a look that can take you from 0 to 100, right? That it's also easy to do, it's practical, and it always works. The red lip look, it's the one that came to my mind. And also I feel like it's not only for special occasions, it's sometimes when you want to feel a little extra, but you just want to wear like a white plain t-shirt. I think the red lips in general is the one that is always going to make you feel special. And as you can see, my face is clean, it's being hydrated, and I also did my eyebrows. Right now they're like probably 70% done. I'm going to finish them when I'm done with the whole look. One more thing, guys, Olivia just came to visit and she reminded me to let you know that please subscribe to this channel if you like my content. Actually, this is the only way that you guys can help me. It's free. Thank you so much, and let's go back to the video. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to conceal my eyes to kind of create like a base. I'm going to kind of cancel any discoloration around my eyes. By the way, because I'm going to be doing my lips, and this is something that I always do in any video, is to moisturize my lips. So we are going to powder a little bit. We're gonna take a black pencil. I recommend gel formula only because you're gonna put it like inside the inner ring of your eye. I have a mirror, by the way, here, but I can show you. You just lift like this, right? And you just go over like that with your eye pencil. I'm going to run this brown pencil with a brush, like a flat one. I'm going to smudge a little bit this color. We're creating even more depth. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want like a nice defined top lash line. And I'm going to stand that with my brush. I'm taking this bronzer. This is the Airbrush Bronzer and in shade 2. And then I'm just going to start right here where it ends the eyeliner. Very simple. So this is going to create a little bit of depth without making it too harsh. I'm going to be using the Hypnotizing Pop Shot from Charlotte Tilbury. It's very sparkling and it doesn't have a lot of base color. Let me show you how it swatches so you know what I mean. So this is the eyeshadow and it does have color, but it's very like natural, universal, I would say. Very sparkling. Another example is by Biography. This it's kind of like a top coat shadow, and again it's very similar to the one from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to be swatching it right here, and as you can see, it gives you this amazing sparkling tone, but it's a very neutral, natural color. So it does have some type of base, but it's not too much. Another sample is the Divine Rose palette, and in here they have this shadow over here, which also works because again it is super glittery, I guess, but again it doesn't have like a strong base. It's more about the glitter. And one more example, it could be if you do have any Qua from Charlotte Tilbury, you can use the Pop Eyeshadow. And again, it doesn't have a lot of base, but it gives you this amazing glitter effect. So this will be kind of like the idea of what I want you to add on your look. Alright, so I'm taking this color, which is called Diamond Eyes by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to place it right here, basically in the middle of my eye. And then little by little, I'm going to span the color. And I even going to take it up. Now, this on daytime look, it looks too much, but at nighttime, when it hits the light, like the condensing light that they put in the restaurants or like in the nighttime, It looks beautiful. It's kind of like twinkling effect. If you feel comfortable, you can go over with a liquid eyeliner over the already eyeliner that you did with the pencil. And I'm going to be keeping it really thin and kind of just following the guide that I already have previously. I'm going to be using like a glowy primer, and I like this one from Charlotte Tilbury. As you can see, it's almost gone, but you can use whatever primer you like. And if you don't like any primers, I mean, by all means, don't use it. Like, I'm doing it because I have this product too and I want to use it and I want to finish it. Look at my hands, how glowy they look. You see? However, we're not done with the glow. So I'm going to be using this Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury. This is on shade 3. And I'm going to be adding it on the highest points or in the areas that I want extra glow, right? Next, we're going to be adding foundation. And foundation, I recommend to use something light. I'm going to be using the Light Wonder from Charlotte Tilbury. I really like this one because it's very skin-like, and that's what I'm looking for. I like to apply with my hands many foundations actually, because I feel like it gives you like a more natural look. But it's up to you. You can use your favorite brush. I'm actually gonna go over with my brush. Next, I'm going to be taking my favorite concealer, which is the one from Nars. It's called Macadamia, in case you were wondering about the color. And I like to use like a fluffy blender brush. I like to start from the bottom right here and then work myself upwards. And kind of like go closer to my eye as I'm blending it. And then kind of go over around my brows as well. With a smaller brush, I'm going to dip on my bronzer again. And I'm gonna run it on my lower lash line, like this. Any brown shadow is going to do the trick. And so basically, I like to go with a very thin brush on the border of my eye. I don't know, I think it gives the eye an illusion, like a more wide and open. I don't know, I think it's pretty. And you can stand it a little bit here, but not too much. Now it's time for the lips. We're gonna continue with the face later, but first I want to get down my lips. I already removed the lip gloss with this wipe. There are many ways to do a red lip. A very common way is to really line your lips with a lip liner and then add the lipstick. Another way is kind of like using your fingers and kind of do like a stain. And the other one, and it's the one that I like the most, is blurring the edges. So I'm going to be using this matte lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury, and this one is called Red Carpet. I love this color, and I think right now that we're getting into, you know, fall, winter time, I think it's going to be perfect. I like to really place the color right in the middle, right there, and then kind of like tap your lips like that, and then you're gonna grab your brush and you're going to start blending this color. Most of the color is gonna go right here, and then as you progress, you're gonna go little by little to the borders. As I'm approaching more to the border, I'm going to be a little bit more meticulous, right? I'm going to start kind of like drawing little by little. So you see, I'm not adding more color, I'm just using whatever I had in the beginning. I always like to keep inside the line around here, and maybe go a little bit above the line right here in the cupid's bow. Maybe a tiny bit, but I don't like to go over around this area of my mouth. Like this area, no. Maybe a little bit here. I can go a little bit more down. So now I'm going to be applying again another layer. Continue building the color, but always keeping the border kind of like blurry. I love a blurry look. Right here, my third layer. Take it where I think it needs more color. I can pat like this. And again, we have to be really careful because red lips are always very pigmented. And as you can see, I stain my lips. Something that I love to do, and I think I've shown you in other videos, is just tap a little bit with your other brush like this and kind of add into your cheeks. So everything looks a little bit more cohesive, and then you also know how much you need on your cheeks, because sometimes when you wear the blush first, it's too much with the lip, but now that you already have kind of like the color that you want, now you're gonna start adding a little bit more color into your cheeks. I'm going to be taking the same bronzer that I use for my eyes, and I'm going to bronze my cheeks. I like to put a little bit underneath here too, and also I'm going to add a little bit on the tip of my nose, kind of like contouring my nose, but not really. I'm going to be using this one from Charlotte Tilbury, which is the Spotlight. I love this one. I think it's one of the best highlighters in the market, especially this color, because I think it's very universal. So what I like to do though is kind of like place it on the back of my hand and take it from there. Take it with a brush, kind of go over the areas that I want to highlight. In this case, a little bit my cheeks, here my forehead. I like to bring a little bit of here, a little bit here, but mainly my cheeks. That's where I love to bring the highlighter. I have this beige eyeliner from Charlotte Tilbury, but you can use any other brand. And I'm just going to run it right here so my eyes, they look a little bit bigger and brighter. For mascara, I'm going to be using my favorite one from Charlotte Tilbury, which is Legendary Lashes Volume 2. Alright, so I'm adding soap to my brows because I think this kind of look kind of benefits from the bushy brow look. And don't worry, because I'm going to be linking that video somewhere in the description box. I'm going to be adding some setting powder on my T-zone. And if you like falsies, you can add them right now. Because I think this look will benefit from them, but I'm not using any falsies right now. I'm just doing mascara, but yeah, I like to powder around this area because I feel like it's going to prevent from the mascara transfer, and maybe a little bit here. But then other than that, I'm keeping the rest very glowy, as I told you guys. And finally, I'm going to do a little bit of setting spray, and I'm almost done. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys liked it. As you can see, it was very doable to do. Also, I feel like every single product that I use was very doable because it's not like you need a specific product to achieve this look. If you have your favorite bronzer, use your favorite bronzer. If you have already a highlighter that you like, use a highlighter. If you don't have the eyeshadow from Charlotte Tilbury, you can probably use another one from your collection. And even if you don't have like a sparkling one, maybe you can use the same highlighter. I mean, there are many and endless options for this look. The main goal is to show you how to do this technique with the red lips. I think it's very comfortable. I love having the blurry edges because I feel like if I'm going to a party or like an event or like, I don't know, a gathering, I'm going to be probably eating or drinking something. So having the blurry edges is going to help me to kind of like deceive the fact that my lipstick is actually wearing off. So I truly hope this video was helpful to you guys. And as always, I want to remind you that if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to this channel so you can help me to create more content in the future. And like this video and share it with someone that you love so I can continue growing this channel and hopefully sharing with you all the techniques and tips that I have about makeup. Thanks again for sticking with me until the end, and I will see you until the next one. Bye bye. Baila tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena, que tu cuerpo baila alegría. Baila tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena, Macarena, ay.